קצת על המעטפת הרפואית של קבוצות של מועדוני ספורט גדולים, ולשמוע גם איך זה עובד במועדוני הספורט הגדולים ביותר בעולם. לזה אנחנו הבאנו את המעשה של הניו יורק ינקיז, ג'ף פרגר. Hello, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
So since 2001, you're working at the New York Yankees baseball club,
yes.
One of the biggest sports club in the world. Tell us about your job.
It's been pretty amazing. Like you said, to work with one of the most known teams in the world has been really an amazing experience. I was very fortunate right out of school to work directly with them, and it's been 16 years. I've worked with some of the best players in baseball, which has really been amazing, an amazing experience.
You work for the Yankees, but you live here in Israel. It's something that...
Correct. So I was living in the United States up until 2013, and then I made Aliyah. And so the Yankees were really cool about it and said, you can go and come back every spring still, and you can continue to work with the team.
How many times you heard the question, what the hell are you doing here when you can live in the US and you work for the Yankees?
I get one of two responses. I either get, oh, welcome, we're glad to have you, or have you lost your mind? What are you doing here? And the reality is, look, it was a dream of mine to come for like 30 years. So at a certain point, I felt like if I didn't do it, it wasn't going to happen. So it finally got time to just go ahead and take the chance and do it.
Short translation, Jeff בעצם הוא המעשה של היאנקיז, הוא עובד באביב עם הקבוצה והוא גר בארץ מאז שהוא עשה עלייה בשנת 2015 וזה היה בעצם החלום שלו להגיע לישראל. הוא אומר ששואלים אותו הרבה אם הוא משוגע, Michigan, maybe you know that, שהוא הגיע כאן לישראל, אבל הוא מצליח לשלב בין הדברים וגם לעבוד בניו יורק במהלך האביב והחופשות של השחקנים וגם כמובן לגור כאן בארץ, ובסופו של דבר זה החלום הציוני. You're a massage therapist. Do you have like a special method?
Actually, I do. I do a special technique. It's called an active release technique, and I'm one of only maybe 6 people in all of Israel who do this particular technique. So,
what's that?
On one leg.
The short answer is it's a non-lotion technique. So I'm doing it without any lotion.
Okay.
And the client is actively moving a limb while I'm going ahead and treating the problem area. That's the simplest explanation.
לג'ף יש בעצם שיטה מיוחדת, שיטה שבלי, זאת אומרת, לחות, הוא עובד ישירות על השרירים, וזאת השיטה
בלי חומרים.
כן, להרפאיה של השרירים.
So how does it work with the Yankees right now? Because you live here, obviously you can't work them on a daily basis.
Right. So what used to happen when I lived in Tampa, Florida, was during spring training, which is February and March, I was specifically dedicated to working with the team every day. After that, if there were any injuries with the players, they would send them down to Tampa, Florida, or any surgeries, and then they would call me in to do work for them at the rehabilitation facility. Now, there's a full-time therapist who travels with the team, and I don't know who they're using, actually, for the injuries right now, to be honest, but at the time, I'm here in Israel, and then I go back every February and work.
You're helping in the rehabilitations and stuff like that?
During the year, before I came to Israel, during the year, outside of spring training, yes, it was rehabilitation of surgery or injuries. During spring training, it's mostly just working on the players who are going in the games.
בואו רק נספר שבאמת ג'ף מספר שהוא עדיין עובד ביאנקיס, הוא עובד שם בחודשים שבהם יש מחנה אימונים של האוויר. מן הסתם את העבודה השוטפת היומיומית שהוא יכל לעשות כשהוא עבד בארצות הברית, אותה הוא כבר לא יכול לעשות, אבל הוא עדיין מגיע בכל שנה למחנה, ואת העבודה שם הוא עושה מול השחקנים בעיקר, אבל לא מטפל כבר בפציעות היומיומיות של המועדון.
Do you work in Israel?
I do work in Israel. I have my own business here that is about 85% of my time. I also work a couple days a week at a clinic by Hadar Yosef for like 2 days a week, and that's pretty much keeping me busy.
Was it difficult to find a job here as an Ole Hadash?
It was actually. When I first came to Israel, the first year I was here, I really had a really difficult time landing a job, and it's the reason I actually left for a year and went back to the States, was I just couldn't find any work. Right before I left, I met a triathlete coach who has become a very good friend. His name's Ariel Heller. He works with the My Way Triathlon. Yeah, Ariel. Who's also
super athlete.
Yeah, he's amazing. And actually, I'm training for a triathlon now, so he's helping me.
Okay.
And we talked, and we decided I would do some work with his group and provide massage therapy to anybody who needed it. And once I knew that I at least had some work here, I decided, okay, I'm coming back to Israel. I wasn't done trying yet.
ג'ף הגיע לכאן בפעם הראשונה ב-2013 והוא התקשה למצוא עבודה במקצוע שלו בישראל ואז הוא חזר לארצות הברית והבין שהוא לא יכול לוותר על חלום, הוא חזר לארץ ופגש את אריאל הלר שהוא ספורטאי ענק בזכות עצמו, הוא מאמן טריאתלון ומאז הם התחברו ביחד והוא עובד עם קבוצה של ספורטאים בטריאתלון ובעצם מצא גם את העבודה כאן בארץ.
Did you try, you work for the Yankees, one of the big sports club in the world. Did you try to approach to one of the clubs here in Israel and try to find work for them?
Yeah, actually I did. I tried both Maccabi Tel Aviv football and basketball as well as a couple of the other larger teams because look, you have to find a team that has the money to be able to hire a therapist and everybody was telling me, look, thank you very much, we'll keep your resume, we already have somebody who is on contract with us if we need anything.
It's a small business here in Israel.
Yeah, the market is very small here. I think that's one of the big differences between Israel and the United States. Also, the U.S. has so many different sports, football, baseball,
but the level here in Israel of the treatments are good enough for the athletes?
I'm sure the people that they have work doing massage for them are good. I haven't experienced it, so I really can't talk about the quality of that. But all I always say, look, for me, I'm working with $100 million athletes all the time. So whether you're a professional athlete or you're not a professional athlete, you're going to get the same quality of treatment that I would give any of my pro athletes.
What are the differences that you're recognizing in the treatments and all the professional stuff around the players between the US and Israel?
Because I haven't worked directly with teams here, it's kind of difficult for me to say. What I'll say about the United States is, especially with the New York Yankees, they have the amount of money they have to spend on the different types of therapy.
It's all about the money.
How many people work at the medical department at the Yankees?
It's basically you have your head trainer and your assistant trainer. I think they have also a physical therapist who travels with the team all the time. And they also have a massage therapist who's traveling with the team. So
you mean 4 people? That's their job.
Are the basic medical staff.
To take care of the players.
Exactly. Then you have your strength coach and your batting coach and your pitching coach, and that just goes on and on.
When's the last time the Yankees won the World Series?
2009.
All right.
Was the last time. So it was really.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. we don't talk about that.
Not a good era for the New York teams.
Yeah, look, the New York Yankees have won a total of 28 championships. I don't think anybody in sports has won that number. And with the Yankees, they feel like anything short of winning the World Series is a failure to them. The ultimate goal is always to win the World Series. So
how this season so far?
So far, they're looking pretty good. They're in a tough division with the other teams. And it's a number of new players. So that's been the other challenge, I think, is getting to know the new people versus the people who were with the team for 15 years. Which is amazing.
Do you like baseball? For us Israelis, it's like a really long game. We don't know the rules.
I have to be honest. Before I started working in baseball, it probably wasn't my favorite sport. So that said, but what happens is you start working with the guys, and you really start to know them as more like your friends who you happen to be giving treatment to. And all of a sudden you notice you're watching all the games and you're wanting to see what's going on and how they're doing.
Like 160 games a year.
It's like 162 games. It's a long season. And I'm just watching right now, and I think one of the amazing things about baseball that most people don't realize is The ball, okay, you'll forgive me my kilometers an hour. They're throwing a ball at like 90 miles an hour. And you have like a split second for the guy who's hitting the ball to see the ball and then to actually make the move to hit the ball. It's
harder than it seems.
It definitely is much more difficult than it seems when you're watching it on TV, for sure.
So 2 goals you still need to achieve here in Israel. One is to learn Hebrew.
Yeah.
Because the next time, if there'll be one, we need to do it in Hebrew, not in
Okay.
English. You've been here enough time.
Okay.
And
Don't
the
quit
other,
that
Pressure.
fun. Don't quit that fun.
and the other one is, forgive me because I'm from Polish, so you have to find a shidduch.
Yeah, the pressure's on. The pressure is on.
Jeff Lager, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thanks.
אוקיי, אנחנו נשאר